Welcome to Her Majesty vlog. Welcome everybody. Good December, good December, good December. And we are so excited to have you here on a whole entire public holiday. Happy Day of Reconciliation. And look, happy Her Majesty Day. We are so happy and so excited to be with you on this Thursday. What is Her Majesty Blog, you ask? Her Majesty Blog is the platform where we bring together the world of pageants with the sole aim of revolutionizing standards of beauty and also creating empowerment. Let me greet our wonderful guest. Creating empowerment through social development. So hey ladies, we are here, ready, and we are about to have an amazing show. So tonight we have the honor of interviewing Naledi Mphahlele, who is the international junior. Ooh, there. Oh my god, I love it when people just look, show me love, and just do the things as I'm speaking. Any minute now. So yeah, I hope you're as excited as I am for tonight's interview. It's about to be spectacular. It's about to be amazing. It's about to be absolutely amazing. So she'll be joining me any minute now. So yeah, I hope you've been having a wonderful day, a restful day, taking it easy. And look, we're about to have a wonderful, wonderful chat. I hope you also geared up to watch Miss World at 1 a.m. So set your alarms. Look, it's a date. It's a date. Let's support our girl. Let's support our lady of the moment. So yeah, I think she should be joining me anytime soon. Let's see. All right, I think we're experiencing a bit of technical difficulties, but I guess should be with me. It says she's unable to join. Let me try and send her a request again. Naledi, my love, please send me a request again. Okay, there you go. There. Let's do this. So yeah, it seems like the network was just jealous of us, but there you go.
Hey,
Hi, Naledi.
how are you? Let me just move back.
Well, thanks, and how are you, Queen?
I'm great, thank you.
Thank
Can
you
hear
so
me?
much.
Can you hear me from am I audible enough for you to hear?
Yes, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you proper. I can.
Lovely stuff. Such a great honor to have you on our platform. I mean, hello.
I'm honored.
International Junior South Africa. I mean, just listen to that. Okay?
Hey man, we're doing this thing.
Look, and we are so proud and so honored to have you here. I see people showing you love in the comments, and oh goodness, it's so lovely to see.
Thank you.
Without wasting any time, let us get right into it. Who is Naledi Mphahlele?
Well, Naledi Mphahlele is a 20-year-old from Pretoria. Shout out to Pretorians.
Hey, come on, let's go.
I was born and raised in Pretoria, but in 2020 I moved to Joburg to study at AFDA, and this year was my second year. I'm doing my third year next year, and I'm just a bubbly person, loving, inviting. I love sports. Passion is my passion, and yeah, man, that is who I am.
Oh wow, representing Pretoria. Like I'm out here feeling so proud for it. Miss International.
Like,
okay. They must stop calling us just Rimahlanyeng. We're taking reliable international junior Miss Africa. But
they must respect us.
Look, bona. But back to your back to your pageant journey. Where did it begin for you and how?
Funny story, really. I am not very tall, but I'm tall. So whenever as I was growing up, I was always told, "You're so skinny, you should try modeling. You have a beautiful body. Like, I'm going to try. I'll tell her." And then
Mm,
in primary, I did my first Pretoria primary. I went to Pretoria primary, and we had
okay.
like a young Miss PPS type of vibe. That was my first ever pageant. Like, you have to respect it because it will naked until I like
Yes.
consider campaign because it's so I'm gonna call it a pageant because it is.
Yes,
No,
girl.
no matter how small it is a pageant. So that was my first ever pageant. I don't even remember what year that it was. I think it was like in 2014,
All
2013,
right.
somewhere there. That's when my modeling career started. And then in 2017, I started going to a modeling school in Centurion called Glamlight. And then I entered a pageant through Pageant SA, which was Junior Miss South Africa 2017, which, by the way, I won also. And then 2018, I was just doing like fashion shows for my modeling school. In 2019, I took a break because I was in matric. In 2020, I did Miss Josie, which I came out top 5. And then now I did IJMSA. It's not really like a big modeling career, but like, it's
Girl, it
okay.
is. You're doing so well for yourself. I mean, wow, for somebody started back in primary, you're doing extremely,
Yeah,
extremely well. And we've been having a couple of people on this
thank
platform, right,
you.
that we've been asking and about their pageantry journey. And most of them mention
Mm.
how, going to a modeling agency and being registered with one has played a role in their pageant journey. What influence could you say, or what is the importance of a pageant girl being enrolled into a modeling agency and stuff like that?
Personally, I was not in a modeling agency. I was just in a modeling school.
The
Think those
modeling
are
school,
two
yes.
different things. Yeah, I think those are two different things. I personally don't know a lot about modeling. Like I said, with the years, you know what I mean? I didn't do a lot of them. I don't have that much experience that people think that I do. Um, with that being said, for some people it may work, for some it may not. I just went to modeling school and I learned the basics and I took those basics and I, you know, evolved with those basics. And I did this competition solo with no help, nothing. I did it all by
Mm,
myself. Also, Miss Josie, I did by myself. So I can't answer for other people, but for me personally, with regards to starting pageants, it did play a big role because then I learned the basics, and the basics is really all you need to prosper really in pageants. Because Miss Essays are not like people who I believe like they're not people who were doing pageants since they were young, young. Get what I mean?
mm.
And so yeah, man. For me, you can do pageants even if you have never been to a model school. Go on YouTube, learn from YouTube, and go have fun.
Definitely. All right. So, do you know the difference between a modeling agency and a modeling school? Because I thought it was the same thing. So I hear now you mentioning that it's two different things.
Yeah, for me, a modeling agency goes out and looks for work for you. It's an agent. Get what I
Okay,
mean?
all right.
It's an agent. A modeling school, you go to school. Some modeling agencies have classes where they teach their students how to walk, how to sit, how to pose, and also they go. So it's like a two-in-one type of situation. Some are just modeling agencies and they get you a job. They tell you, be at this place at this time, everything will be sorted. Modeling schools are modeling schools. I remember mine, we had tests, annual tests, and we had to learn how to
Really?
sit proper and we had grades. Yeah, we had grades. We were taught how to sit, how to walk, how to speak, how to articulate, how to walk, what to wear, how to wear it. Never wear a watch, never wear bracelets when you're going into interviews because when you get nervous, you're gonna start, you know, fidgeting with
Mm,
it. So you have to be as plain as possible so that your hands are always going to be like this. So a modeling school is more intense than a modeling agency. Get what I mean? A modeling agency is more like they're trying to get their word and get more people to come in and, model. And a modeling school is, a school for modeling.
wow, I
Yeah.
didn't know this. Honestly, I never knew because I've always thought modeling schools and pageant, I mean, modeling agencies are the same thing. So, wow, thank you for educating you on that one.
You're welcome, yeah.
So often, pageantry, right, is referred to as modeling with a purpose. So what would you say is unique that you are bringing to the pageant world?
Hey man, personally, there's a lot of like I've watched the previous interviews, and a lot of them were talking about how we should, do things for other people. We should um basically be an inspiration to other people, help other people and whatever, but of which they are all correct. I'm not disputing anything, but I
Yeah.
personally feel like for me, modeling is about experience. Get what I mean? As much
Okay.
as it brings endorsements, it brings, so many things with it on the plate or like on the form or whatever.
Mhm.
It, you have so many things you can do with the title. I don't know if I'm making sense or I am gonna make sense, but like I go to pageants to have fun, to meet other people, to meet other
Mhm.
personalities. Get what I mean? To find out like to meet people that I never thought existed. Get what I mean?
Okay.
We're so clustered in Praetorians are so Praetorians. You don't know how other people in Durban live. I went to Durban for this competition. When I was there, I was thinking, but how do people live in Durban? For me, when I'm in Johannesburg or like Gauteng, I just feel like I go to Durban for like a vacation. But people live in
Mm,
Durban. Like people
yeah.
live in Durban. Like they basically
It's
do
a
what
life as
we are
they know.
doing. Get what I mean? Like it's the experience of life. It's giving me the opportunity to experience life on a different level than any other career that I feel like, could help you do that. So for me, my uniqueness in pageants is to experience life to the fullest and to do that with people who also wanna, feel that way or like feel important and know what's going on in the world. And I want to tell people what's going on in the world. Get what I mean? I want to tell people who don't have the opportunity that I'm having. Get what I mean? I want them
Yeah.
to know that you don't have to go to Durban for a vacation. You can go live in Durban.
Yeah.
Get
And
what
I
I
guess
mean?
even Victoria can get to experience what Victoria is like through you, because most people would be like, I wonder what it's like. So when they experience your personality, your warmth through all these pageants which you enter, they get to experience what
You
Victoria
get
is
what I
like.
mean? Like when I go to pageants, guys, I'm full of Praetorian life. Like when I got personality for a reason. Get what I mean? My
Yeah.
personality is on a different level of something. Get like I just go there to really enjoy, and that's what my mom always tells me. Don't go to a competition to win, but go there to enjoy the moment and the experience. You know what I mean? And if you do
Yeah.
that, you're gonna forget about the stress, the anxiety, the nervousness, the what if I don't, the what ifs. You don't need all of that. Get what I mean? Wear your gown,
So
get on
true.
stage, rock, and you'll see the results of just having
And
fun.
that way, winning comes as a cherry on top and not your initial goal that you were
You
going for.
exactly. With
All
with
right.
with the junior teen SA 2017, I didn't go there too. And that was my first ever big competition.
Okay.
I went there and I knew nothing about pageants. I was fresh from modeling school. I was gonna
Mhm.
go there and do what I was told to do. Literally, the funniest thing is when I got there, my gown was like kind of like see through to my butt. You know what I mean? And they had inspection. Pageants SA is strict. They had inspection and they were checking and they didn't want like if your nails were pink, your toenails had to be pink. Your dress shouldn't show,
Whoa.
your underwear shouldn't show. Did I not run to the bathroom and take that underwear out and hid it? Como rajo ha toilete.
Ah,
Guys, I swear,
hectic.
I took it off. I went to go hide it because I couldn't see my mom. She was so far away and I couldn't be like, come get this underwear, woman.
In a
Get what I
bag.
mean? I literally went to hide it and I had inspection with no underwear and I won, which is funny. It was so funny and it was so fun. Like at that point, my smile was bigger than ever. I wasn't smiling, I was laughing. And that got me the
Girl,
crown. That
you have
got
stories
me
to
the crown.
tell. Like, oh, look. And
Yeah.
Sammy, Arasa, and me just commented and said, yes, everyone has their story to tell, but not everyone gets the opportunity to tell their story. So, look, your story. Hey man, you owning it, and look, that experience was so daunting, gave you something to talk about
It
and gave you a story to
was. Yeah.
tell on.
Um,
But speaking about international, you being international Universe Africa, how has the
mhm.
experience been for you?
Guys, like I can't believe you, Mara. Even now, it hasn't sunk in since October.
Really? Like you're
I
still
think
waiting for something to think and be like,
I don't
hey,
know.
hey,
Yeah,
wait.
like something must happen. Like it's been so wonderful, guys. Like my friends have been so supportive till this day. They're proud. My mom over the moon. My whole family is over the moon. Like for me, I think with my other interview, they asked me, "How did you do this solo?" As much as I did this on my own, but I did it with people. And
Yeah.
for me, that's what I'm gonna now take from my competition. It took a village for
Mhm.
me this to get the sash to be who I am today. And I think with this whole experience going into the competition with that mindset and arriving in it only for the competition and the directors and my former queens and my new queens to teach me about sisterhood and love and respect. That was the one thing that was a highlight. I
Mm,
went to a competition to have fun, and what I got out of it is respect, love, and sisterhood, and that you don't need any profession to be a winner or to feel like a winner or to be a queen or to be a king. It The experience has just been, no words can explain it. Every word is an understatement at this point.
wow. So speaking of the pageant, right? What is the
Mm.
purpose of, International Junior Miss Africa for those who don't know about the pageant?
IJMSA is a family. It literally is a family. I mean, it's an international competition. Um,
Mhm.
it just started in SA, I think 2 years ago, or like a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like its aim is to just involve a lot of young girls to enter the competition and teach them about respect, love, and sisterhood. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Like it's the one thing. Their slogan is IJM's slogan is you're not going to leave the competition empty handed. Everybody at
Mm.
IJMSA, every competitor walks out of that competition happy and with something in their hand.
Wow.
And it's not only hosted in one province every year. Like this year was in Durban, next year is in Gauteng, the previous year, maybe next in 2 years' time is going to be in Cape Town, other time is going to be Northern Cape. It's a busy man, It's a very busy competition and it's so exciting. Like IJM is the best competition. I don't care what everybody says, guys. Go and argue with the wall. IJM is the best. I
Look,
say what
if
I
they
say, guys.
paid you to
IJM
tell
is
it
hey.
Kuribona, hey, 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 you are complimenting it to us next. But
Facts. Like
look,
it's
I
so
totally
amazing.
understand because it's the experience that you have walked into and that you have felt yourself that genuinely makes you speak so highly of the pageant. So
You
look,
see?
you're really being a true ambassador of it.
Um,
So what are some of the projects that you are involved in as International Junior Miss Africa that basically
so
enhance the purpose of the pageant?
so there's a lot of charity work that we do. Right now, I'm currently
Okay.
collecting a lot of clothing, be it new, old, foods also, gadgets, toys, and whatever. And I'm gonna start Komamsi because my girl is a good thing I get
I get
I'm gonna
it.
start when I start my melody and just give out to people that really need it. Not only charity homes, but people also on the streets that need it. And really just show people to not lose hope. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I, for one, have been struggling with anxiety a lot. I remember it was so much that I passed out last year. I used to pass out a lot, like I just fall and have flashbacks of my traumatic experiences and whatever. And if anything, for me personally, I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone in this world, because this world can be very lonely. And people who don't have homes, who don't have families, I fear that they might be feeling the way I was feeling. And then family, literally, but I could, there was a void still. Imagine
Yeah.
them, no family, no friends, no homes, no roof over their heads, no clothing, no toys. I just don't want them to feel that way. So my initiative is to not make anybody feel that way. So with that being said, donating a lot of things, spending a lot of time with people without any families, showing them the crown close by, the opportunities that they might have in the future, or that they have right now that they can do. I mean, IJMSA is a competition where from starts from 4-year-olds, 24-year-olds. You get what I mean? So there's so much that I personally want to do, and I'm still starting to learn how to kind of handle everything and everyone. And as soon as I get a hang of it, like everywhere. Everywhere.
But you're already doing a phenomenal work. I mean, if you've already started, like you say, Otomoko Mami Lodi, and then
Yeah.
you'll be extending it to, other communities and, what, hopefully the rest of the country, because like you say, it's an international pageant. So now I want to do that. Do they give you the free will to choose what you get to do? In other words, during your reign, as in like which cause you get to deal with?
Cause? What do you mean cause?
A cause could be, for example, let's say, for example, you're tackling poverty, unemployment, tackling teenage pregnancy and stuff like that. That is ideally a cause that you choose to run with. For example, Shudu's cause for her reign was mental health. So do you get to choose which cause you get to run with during your year of reign and stuff like that?
They don't control.
Pageant and stuff like that.
Yeah, fully. They don't control what you want to do with the crown. To them,
Okay.
really, they believe that this crown is a crown of opportunities. It's full of so many opportunities. If anything, they give you the experience. I remember the other time we went to Cape Town as our first appearance to watch the actual Miss SA. Get what I mean? So to them, they're giving you the platform to do whatever good that you want to do, be it with mental health, be it with unemployment, as long as you're doing good.
Okay, no, I love that. I love that because now that also brings purpose to your reign because it's something that is more personal to you and that you would really want to do, right? So, because we do our stalking here at Her Majesty, we saw that you are currently studying towards a BA in motion picture television, right? So, I want to ask you, do you think we need more pageant shows on TV? Like, besides the whole crowning event and stuff like that, do you think we need more? And like the young soul, if you're put on the spot, just, what, put a couple on TV right now.
We do. Like, we really do. Like, guys, if anything, if I had the courage to start a YouTube channel, I would. But I'm going to start an IGTV. And on that IGTV, I'm going to start small. So on this IGTV, I am going to kind of like show the journey of pageants. So if I enter a pageant, I'm going to show from day one to the last day, every minute, every second of it, from the waking ups to the late nights of rehearsals, to me picking my own dresses, preparations to the pageant, preparations after the pageant. How do you feel afterwards? Interviewing the people at the pageant, because I want other people to know. It's so exciting for me personally to tell my friends about the experience, like to see the wonder in their faces. I see your status, like what was happening, and I'm like, yo, Somizi was then, we were being choreographed by Somizi. But they don't see that. You get what I mean? They're just hearing it. And if hearing it gets them that exciting, imagine seeing it. Imagine seeing people being on heels from 6 a.m. in the morning until 11 p.m. at night in rehearsals. Seeing people struggle with their dresses, seeing that pageants is not only about pretty dresses and makeup and hair and nails, but there's actual work that goes through that. The stresses that our directors are going through, us that we go through, there's just so much. And it would be so amazing to show people this, because I usually go on YouTube, I tap on my Mac and I'm like, I want to see vlogs. I want to see vlogs of pageants, but there's none. Guys, like there's zero vlogs on YouTube about pageants. And that's just sad. Like pageants is so fun. That I'm gonna lie to you. Pageants is the most fun thing to watch. That's why it has so many views on YouTube when they're watching the crowning. Imagine if we were watching their interviews. Imagine if we were watching them having dinner, all their outfits, them,
Right?
all the other languages, me meeting when I'm going to I want to start this thing in January. Hopefully it's gonna grow as much as I think it would, because I want to document. If it grows big mid-year, then I might start a YouTube channel, because I want to show my journey when I'm in the states of the pageant, because I'm going to the USA in November
Come
for
on.
this pageant, because it's an international pageant. So I'm going to be representing South Africa in the States in November. And I want to show everybody, from me looking for dresses, going back to modeling school to, change here and there, learn a few more tricks and trades, to turns and twirls, to stressing about my visas. Guys, I want to show everybody the planning that goes into pageants, how we pack our suitcases, how we pack our gowns, the things we go through. It would be so amazing for like people to see all of that on TV and not only hear about it, and not only the crowning nights. Because if
Wow.
guys, it would be so. Do you understand? I'm telling you this, and if you are hearing it,
I'm
and if
already
you
imagining it.
are
Like it's
excited about hearing it,
like
imagine seeing it. Imagine
so.
seeing it. Like
Look,
imagine sitting at
I'm
home,
already.
going on a you.
You've already sold to me.
Like
I'm sold already. And Untiamati says I agree with the way to teach people about the word that goes in. So definitely, Bona. We are waiting on y'all to open these YouTube channels to start somewhere. And like you said, starting with
yes.
an IGTV channel right there and just documenting this movement as a great start. And hella yalo, you'll just end up with
It
it
is.
expand and look, you start somewhere, and with your experience and your cause, then you are well on your way to literally just doing the things, right? And you've even
Yeah,
answered
man.
my next. I was gonna ask you which format would you take in producing this kind of show. And from what I'm
Oh
hearing
no,
from you, there'll be
nah,
some.
that's a
Oh, all
different
right, no,
thing.
so
I
you give
got
it to me.
I got this question, funny enough, when I was in my interview in Durban in
Uh-huh.
October. And one of the judges asked me if I was to create a TV show, because I'm studying media. If I was to create a TV
Yeah.
show, what TV show would I show on TV? And my answer was really this is what I said. I said a TV show that I would like to broadcast or to produce or to like show people around the world is how we living in SA. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't want people to just know South Africa as a rainbow nation. Okay, we're a rainbow nation. Then what?
Hmm.
Where is it coming from? Like, what makes us say we're a rainbow nation? Because people think we're a rainbow nation, sorry, because of our skin tone. But us personally, we know that's just not it alone. We are
There's
so
more.
broad. Our country is so broad. There is literally so many things we can show the world and we can brag about that they don't have. We are so rich in storytelling that it could literally take over every country in the world. Every country in the world could look at us and be like, we want to go live in South Africa. Not because of politics. Putting politics aside, there's so many things we can show. Right now, I'm proud to be a South African because our music industry is going high. Get what I mean? It's booming on a different level, and that makes me a proud South African because now they know us for our music, but there's more to us than that. Get what I mean?
Hmm.
So my TV show would be about showing who we are, what we're about. You can't play with us. Just because we dress like you, just because we use your technology does not mean we can't do our own stuff. We can't stand on our own. We don't have our own backbone. Like Ratikemela, if anything, and we're proud to be who we are. Get what I mean? And that's what I would want to put an emphasis on in my show.
Oh, that's lovely. We're quite authentic,
Mm.
and I think more than anything, the direction of this show and even the previous pageant show we should have it's basically towards the reality kind of side of things, you know, a reality show that shows the day-to-day living of, you know what, like you said, the pageant packing and everything, and with the South African part of the show that really shows how we do things on a regular basis that people sometimes get to miss or that people won't get to fully understand. Because you get people on social media asking people from Africa, maybe on Twitter, what about Tom? Do you have an elephant walking around since you're from South Africa? Because
You know
now
what I
Africa is this
mean?
is this
It's
country that
just
is
this
again
jungle. They
that's
think it's
hosting
this
the
jungle that
jungle
we live in.
the big more or less. So, you know.
Guys, I really would like to do something like that. Like, I hope in the future God gives me the strength and the ability to do something like that. You know what I mean? Like on TikTok, if you watch our trending videos from Amapiano songs or like our memes and whatever, you get so many comments
Yeah.
that say, I wouldn't live outside of my country. Like, I'm so proud to be South African. Like, oh, one thing about my country, we know how to make ourselves laugh. Blah, blah, blah. Such things, guys, they rich, like they original. You get what I mean? They are
That is
original. If
true.
anything, we don't rush to visit their countries. Because we have our own traditions
Yeah.
that we are afraid to miss. FOMO of ours, of our culture, is alive, guys, and we all have it. Look, now we're complaining about how this is not the December we like. We don't have braais. Because why? We have our own culture that we have grown, our parents have grown through, and we are going through right now, that we want to keep it going. Get what I mean? And that's what I
Yeah.
want to show to them, that as much as you guys have your own landmarks and whatever, that's great. That's
But
good.
I
We'd
won't.
love to see them. We can come see them. But you can't have what we have. You don't have
Ah,
what we have. The originality that we have, you guys don't have. And this is what it is. Come and see it.
look, I love it. From this interview to God's ears, like Bona,
You
we
know?
manifesting it. You are everything it because
It
it has to happen. We want to see it happen. And look, you're in the
fully.
correct industry to make it happen. So look, we wish you all the best and we cannot
Thank
wait to
you.
see it
Thank you.
come to in fruition because it's absolutely, absolutely amazing.
Thank
And getting to
you.
my next question, with all the
Hmm.
work which you get to do in, you know, what the industry you're in and the pageant world as well, one day when we speak of Naledi Mphahlele, what would you like us to say about you? What would you like your legacy to be?
I'm already an inspiration, and I'm not saying this because I know. I'm saying this because I've heard it. I've heard little kids say it, and
Ah,
when so Nikki ba utlwa ba bolela ba re, oh my gosh, she's such an inspiration. I wanna be her. I wanna be like her.
mm,
As much as it's so amazing to hear those things, it warms my heart. But I don't want them to be me. You know what I mean? I want
yes.
them to be their own people. I don't want to be an inspiration to you so that you can be what I am. I want you to be your own
Mhm,
person, tell your own story, because this is how I'm telling my life and my story. Get what I mean? Our
mm,
stories will never be the same because we didn't grow up the same. We didn't go through the challenges the same or the same challenges. Get what I mean? So if you guys are to remember me, I want you guys to remember me as that one girl who accepted anybody for who they are. Get what I mean? And
yeah.
she didn't want anybody or any child to feel alone in this world.
Oh,
When I open my own charity, I'm gonna call it the village. Because
oh,
right now it's taking a
wow.
village to get me where I'm going. My church is helping me, with my title. They're helping me grow. My parents are
Mm,
helping me grow. My friends are helping me grow. It's not just me alone. And putting them in a category, they fall under one village because they're helping me in their community. And in my
mm,
village that I'm going to open, nobody's going to feel alone. Nobody's going to feel like they don't have anywhere else to turn to but drugs, alcohol, and everything else. But they'll always have that one person in the world, in the whole world, even if it's just one that they talk to. And that person is going to tell them that, you know what, whatever decision that you make, there's no wrong decision if it's about you and your life. Get
mm,
what I mean? You're going to live your life to the fullest and you're going to have fun and you're going to enjoy and you're gonna get through every single what is it?
Obstacle challenge. I
Yes,
get
that you come across, you're gonna go through it because you're not gonna be alone. You're never gonna be alone. So I want them to remember me as that person who was that person to a lot of people. I want people to come to me and tell me, Naledi, like, how am I gonna do this? You get what I mean? Like, I've been alone. I know what it feels, and it's not nice. That it's the worst thing ever to feel alone, even if you have friends, but you don't know how to articulate your feelings to your friends. You get, so I want people to remember me as that person and as that reigning queen of IJM, say that, listen, she didn't make me feel like I'm small because she wears a crown or whatever. Get what I mean? She made me feel like I'm on the same level as her.
Wow. Yeah, you said a mouthful. I'm blown away. I'm lost for words. And look, I have no doubt that will certainly be what you're remembered for. Peli Mabanta says so powerful, and I couldn't agree more. So look,
I can't see the comments anymore. I'm sorry. I can't see the comments anymore. I stopped seeing them a while ago.
No problem, man. But they've been showing you that even they're pressing, waiting their hearts and just showing you all the love, all the love. Truly, truly,
thank you, guys. Thank you.
So our final and last question that is so unique to our channel and to what we do is that what does beauty mean to you?
Oh my gosh, beauty means a whole lot. Could be physically, mentally, psychologically. You know, for me, it's just who you are. If you feel like you are beautiful with your hands, that's how God made you. If you feel like you're beautiful with your brain, that's how God made you. Then you are still beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna leave it there because we love
it. We love it. We love it.
It's so just everything. It's everything that consists of you being a human being. You know what I mean? Everything that makes you a human being is beauty.
And that you identify as beautiful, like you've mentioned. Tato says that you are indeed so powerful and effortlessly beautiful. And my so saying I couldn't agree with her more because wow, getting to know you has been so amazing. Like Bona, as much as you say what you think a lot, you don't want this to stop. Like it's like, well, does it have to end? Because wow, Naledi Mphahlele, you are quite a powerhouse. And look, it was such an honor and a privilege having you on our platform.
I'm very honored, guys, and I hope everybody else enjoyed it. It was so nice to meet you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my darling. Have a pleasant evening further. Bye.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye. So there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So look, Naledi Mphahlele, Miss International Junior South Africa. I don't know about you guys, but I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And look, thank you so much for showing her all the love and for just being so present with us tonight. So if you didn't watch this or you're only joining now, kindly catch this interview under our IGTV. Follow us on Facebook. Catch this interview as well on YouTube and all the other episodes that you have missed because you have some catching up to do, okay? So catch us on YouTube, as I've mentioned, catch us right here on Instagram, on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. Otherwise, this is your December special, and look, you should have a pleasant evening further. Keep showing us love on the social media platforms. We really appreciate it. Bye.